Hello everybody, welcome to Kimbweta session. This is Richard. Today we're going to learn about project selection and management. When we talk about project selection, we mean that the process of selecting or choosing the best project among the projects that have been tabled. In any organization, projects are selected by considering some criteria like the time taken for the project to be fulfilled or to be completed. Also, we look for the size of the project. Also, we will look for the cost for running the project. So these are the very important factors considered when selecting the project. After we select the project, we come up with the project plan. The project plan helps us in managing the project, like knowing the tasks or activities that will be conducted within the SDLC. Also, when we come up with project management, we should know things like staffing. When we say staffing, we mean knowing the people who will be recruited on the project. I mean creating or building the project team. Also, here in management, we should know how to coordinate activities that will help us to build the project. And when I'm saying the project, I mean the project of information system. So when we are building the information system, we should know how to coordinate activities pertaining to that information system. Also, there are some important things here you have to know is about time boxing, risk assessment, and scope creep. When I'm saying time boxing, when we are managing the project, we should set a limit. We should set a limit or a deadline of time. That's maybe after a certain time we should have completed this project. Also, at the same time, we should know the risk that tend or the risk that surrounds the project. So we should know those risks. Another important thing here is called scope creep. Scope creep is the overhead requirement that may occur when you are learning the project, when you have already commenced the project. So you should know these things. And the best way to limit this scope creep, you have to manage the time wisely and requirements. You'll have to pass through the notes so as you can understand more. Now I'm going to talk about project methodologies options. Project methodologies options are very important keys for conducting the project. Project methodologies are just approaches that help us to implement the SDLC, because they give us the techniques or the method how we can work on with users and how we can undergo the steps for project operation. Okay, these product methodologies are as follows. We have something called waterfall development methodology, parallel development methodology, we have V-model development methodology, we have rapid application development methodologies. In this rapid application development methodology has three categories: that's iterative prototyping, we have system prototyping, and slow way prototyping. Another type of methodology is agile methodology. So we call it agile development methodology. Okay, I'll start by waterfall development methodology. This waterfall development methodology, we call it a sequential methodology because it starts from one phase to the next. So it goes sequential from the planning phase to analysis phase, from analysis phase to the design phase, from design phase to implementation phase. The advantage of this phase is just identify the requirement before the programming begins, and it limits changes. That is scope creep. So when you are using waterfall development, the tendency of occurring scope creep is very low, and but it has a very, very great disadvantages like time wasting. Okay, because it takes a long time. Also, it's difficult to incorporate changes as in other development methodologies, because in other methodologies we can change easily, but in this waterfall development methodology we can't change easily because it involves all of those steps that are sequential from one phase to another phase.
I'm available.